Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Faith. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am doing a dewy, glowy drugstore makeup tutorial. I realized I haven't done a dedicated drugstore makeup tutorial in a very long time, so I wanted to do that for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy it. If as you watch you like what you see and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you would consider doing so before you leave, and also tap that notification bell that will notify you of when I upload videos. But other than that, let's get right on into this tutorial. I'm going to start with the Palladio I'm Glowing Illuminating Primer. I love this stuff. It reminds me a lot of the Maybelline, what was it called? Blur and Illuminating Primer, but they discontinued it. You can still get that on Amazon, but I wanted to show you guys something that's actually still like being produced. You can get Palladio at Sally Beauty, I know that for sure, in store and online, and I think you can maybe get it online at Ulta. I'm not totally sure, but I will put links for everything down below. Next up is foundation, and you guys could probably guess which one I'm going to use. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I have two shades, 205 Natural Beige and 202 Creamy Natural. I kind of think I'm in between shades right now, so I'm just going to mix two. I probably don't have to mix two, but I'm just going to. And I like to just warm it up on the back of my hand too, even if I'm not mixing shades. It just helps it go on a little bit nicer. I'm just using my Real Techniques sponge today to blend this all in. I love this foundation. It gives me such a nice little glow. I'm looking like really dry today though, so I don't even know if the glow is showing up yet, but I have a bunch of products here that are gonna help us with the glow. So I just did a video on my favorite foundations for dry skin. I'll link that in the description bar in case you want to check it out. This of course was one of those foundations that I recommended, but there's a bunch of others if you are looking for a new foundation, and I did a mix of like affordable and higher end. Next up is concealer. I'm going to use this new e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I also did a video on this comparing it to the Tarte Shape Tape. I am obsessed with this concealer. It is so good. It's so full coverage. Had no problems with it creasing, so I was super excited to use this in another video. And I use the shade Light Sand. To set my under eyes, I'm going to use the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I talked about this in my Walmart haul because I picked it up there the other day. And I haven't used it on camera yet, but I have used it like just doing my makeup regularly, and I do really like it. I hate the baby powder smell, but I already expected that because I had heard that it smelled like that, and it does go away. Also, sorry if my voice is kind of scratchy, it's morning. But I do really like it. I think it works really well. It gives a little bit of brightness. I'm just using the regular translucent one. I know that there's a fuller coverage translucent one. I kind of want to try that one, but they didn't have any. So I'm just going to set where I put the concealer and take whatever is left in here, which is not too much, just on a big fluffy brush to set the rest of my face. So right now you can probably tell we're looking a little matte because of that. We're gonna work on that. I have a bunch of glowy products to bring back the dew and the glow. But first I'm just going to fill in my brows. I've been using this one from L'Oreal. I always use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, but this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. My mom got it and didn't like it, but I like it, so I've been using it. It's just a little bit thicker. This one is more of a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills one that's like angled. I can't remember the name of it. Whereas the normal one I use is like a dupe for the Brow Wiz. I do have a full brow tutorial on my channel as well if you want to see like an in-depth talk through tutorial on this, but normally in these videos I kind of skip through it quickly just because it can be a little bit boring. Okay, now to bring a little life back to my face, first I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula. It is their Glow Boosting Pressed Powder Bronze Booster, and this is the medium to dark shade. I'm just going to take a big bronzer powder brush, go into that and start applying to the cheeks. Kind of like right in this contour area, but then a little bit higher up as well. This is a really good drugstore bronzer. Physicians Formula is a little bit pricier when it comes to the drugstore, so keep that in mind, but their bronzers are really good. It can be hard to find a good drugstore bronzer. I've had some issues. There's only a few I like, and this is probably my favorite. There's also the butter bronzer, which people love as well. I just kind of like this one a little bit more. I'm gonna take a little bit down the nose. I'm not gonna do any sort of like nose contour or any contour today. I just want it to look really glowy and fresh. Okay, now on to blush. You guys could probably guess this step. I love the Milani Baked Blushes. If you're looking for a glowy cheek, a healthy cheek, this is the way to go at the drugstore. I have the shade Coralina here. I don't know if I've used this shade much on camera. Normally I use Luminoso. This one is just a little bit more corally, a little bit more poppy. It really makes your cheeks look like alive and fresh, so I love that. And a little over the nose. Next I'm going to move on to eyes, and I have the Milani Bold Obsessions eyeshadow palette. Sorry, that is so dirty and nasty. This is what it looks like. I've done a tutorial or two using this, but I have not done one in a very long time. This is definitely my favorite drugstore eyeshadow palette for sure. So I'm just going to go into this top middle shade for my crease. It's like a nice bronzy transition shade. And we're going to keep things pretty neutral, maybe a little bit of gold glow. I also have a liquid shadow from e.l.f. It's like a liquid rose gold metallic shadow that I might pop in here too. Just blends so seamlessly. This eyeshadow palette, you guys, is so good. At Walmart, they have it cheaper than at Ulta. At Ulta, I think this is 20 bucks, and at Walmart, this is 15. So definitely get it at Walmart. I'll leave the link for the Walmart one down below, or you can get it in store. And I think they actually came out with a couple new palettes as well in this style, like in this formula. I am going to deepen it up just slightly with this brown shade down here, like just barely take any. I just want to deepen it up slightly. And then I'm just going to go back over with that first shade to make sure that's all blended. I am going to drag like whatever is left on this brush just under my eyes here. Okay, I'm going to take this from e.l.f. This is their Molten Liquid Eyeshadow, and the shade is Rose Gold. I'm going to tap a little bit of this on my lid and then set it with one of the shimmers from that palette. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to do that and then tap it in. Ooh, I wonder if it even needs to be set. It feels a little tacky. I think I am going to set it just to be safe, but that is so pretty on its own. I'm going to take a little bit of that on the inner corner as well. And we'll go over that with a powder as well. This will just intensify any powder that we put over it. It's going to look really nice and glowy. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade here in the palette. It's a light shimmer shade like that. I'm just going to pop that over top. Oh yeah. Look at how intense that is now. I think it already would be intense, but it's like super intense now. And then I'm just carrying that into my inner corner. I'm also gonna take, actually, I'm gonna take this matte white shade on my brow bone. See how that looks. Nice. It's a little bit more subtle. Next, I'm going to add just a tiny line of eyeliner. I'm not going to do a wing or anything, but I am going to add a couple little false lashes. It's not necessary, but I just wanted to show you guys because I've been doing it a lot lately, and it's a drugstore lash brand. So to conceal those, I do like to add a tiny bit of liner. This is from L'Oreal. It is their 12-hour Infallible Super Slim Liquid Liner. It has a really nice point to it, so it's super easy to apply. I'm only going to take it about to here, and then just out to this edge here. And I think I'm going to go over that with a dark powder from the eyeshadow palette. That'll make it look a little more natural. So I'm going to take this brush from MOTD. This is the brow brush, but it's really nice for eyeliner as well. And I'm going to go into this, the dark brown. I don't want to do the black. I think it's just a little harsh for this glowy look. So I'm going to do the brown and just go right over top of that and smudge it out a little bit just so it's not so harsh. Before I add the falsies, I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. It really thickens up the lash. And then we'll add length with some of the falsies. And you definitely could just do mascara if you have really nice lashes or just don't want to amp it up that day. I certainly don't wear false lashes every day, but I want to show you this next step because I've been really liking it. Okay, so my little trick that's not like full-on false lashes, but just adds a little bit of drama, is just add a few of these tiny little cluster lash trios from Ardell. This is the pack that has some short and medium length ones. I normally do like 2 short and 2 medium, just like on the outer edge. So I'm going to do that now. The glue I use with these is from Kiss, which is also a drugstore brand. This is their strip lash adhesive with aloe. My eyes are really sensitive and duo glue has started to really bother me. Anything with, I think it's formaldehyde. Yeah, this is a formaldehyde free one. So I mean, it makes sense. I don't really think you should be putting formaldehyde near your eyes, but some people it doesn't even bother. So what I do is I just do a little drop of this on the little cardboard that comes with it. And then I take my tweezers and pick up a lash, dip it in the glue, let it dry just a second. You don't have to let it dry as much as a strip lash, because what I do is I actually sort of attach it to my lashes, like not right on the skin, and it helps it stay a lot longer. So I just drop it right in there. And the first one's gonna look a little crazy because it's like all alone, but once you add more, it'll look good. Now I'm gonna add some medium length ones. I am kind of looking down into my mirror as well, which is helpful. Then we'll add one more medium length and see how it looks. I think I'm definitely good on the outer edge. I might actually just need to add one more in the center here because it's kind of going from super short lashes to nothing. So that's like 5 in total. And then once these set and dry, like after I finish my lips and highlight and things like that, I will go back over it with mascara and that will make them look even more natural. So I'm gonna do this side now, and we'll finish up the look. Okay, next we're gonna move on to highlight, and I have 2 products I'm going to layer to make us look super glowy. So I have this from Makeup Revolution. This is their Champagne Liquid Highlight, and then I'm going to top that with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is in Golden Flower Crown. This is such a good drugstore highlight. So how I'm going to do this liquid highlight is actually drop it on the back of my hand here and take it with my sponge, like the end that's not all nasty, and just apply here to the high points. Oh yeah, look at how pretty is that. I'm gonna add a little to the nose. And then I'm just going to go over that with this powder highlight to set it and make sure it stays intense. I'm also going to take it on the nose. I'm going to take it with my finger, actually. Oh, this is such a pretty highlight. Cupid's bow. I'll take a little bit, just right here. Moving on to lips, I want to do something really neutral, natural, but like pouty, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to first line them with the NYX Pale Pink Lip Liner. Then I'm going to use this liquid lipstick from Maybelline. This is their Superstay Matte Ink, and it's in the shade Loyalist. I love the color of this. It's like the perfect nude. And the nice thing about this is even if your lips are dry and kind of chapped, it really conceals that. Like right now I have a few flakes going on, but this just like smoothed it all out. Now you could leave that matte if you want to do matte lips with a glowy face look, but I want this all to be super glowy from the eyes to the face to the lips. So I'm going to add this NYX Butter Gloss over top, and this is the shade Fortune Cookie. It's a really, really nice gloss. Just a hint of nude. It'll give us a nice pouty look. Okay, the lashes should be set and dry, so before I spritz my face and finish off the look, I'm going to add just a little bit more mascara to blend everything, make everything look more natural. I especially focus like in this beginning area where we want to blend the start of the lash to our actual lashes. To finish everything off and make sure this look stays all day, I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. This is my favorite drugstore setting spray by far. It just really makes your makeup last, and it makes your face look fresh and dewy and takes away any of the powdery look. So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Maybe you found some good drugstore recommendations. Let me know down in the comments if you did like it and give it a thumbs up. I love you all so much. Also, let me know what else you'd like to see from me makeup-wise. I'm kind of running low on some makeup video ideas, so I need some recommendations. Please let me know what you'd like to see from me. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!